Walk along the remains of a Viking longhouse or examine the timbers of a centuries-old stave church, and one fact becomes strikingly clear. The wood is still remarkably sound. These structures survived storms, floods, frost and salt-laden air for hundreds of years without modern waterproofing, chemical coatings or synthetic sealants. Consider that these builders achieved durability that often outlasts our modern treated wood, and they did it without any industrial products. The secret wasn't luck or superstition. It was a combination of careful material selection, clever preparation, and practical design. Understanding their methods not only explains why Viking wood lasted, but also provides lessons you can apply today for lasting timber projects. Vikings began by selecting wood that naturally resisted water and decay. The foundation of any long-lasting timber project starts with material. Vikings preferred dense heartwood from species like oak, pine, larch, and chestnut. Heartwood contains natural tannins and resins that repel moisture and inhibit fungal growth. Sapwood, which is higher in sugars, was largely avoided because it attracts decay. Furthermore, they harvested trees during winter or early spring when sap levels were low, ensuring timber was less hospitable to rot from the start. Modern builders can follow the same principle. Selecting naturally dense, slow-grown heartwood increases durability without chemical treatments. Even small-scale projects, such as garden beds or outdoor furniture, benefit from starting with timber that already resists moisture. Selection alone wasn't enough. Vikings understood that the shape and finish of timber affected how water interacted with it. Beams and planks were often split along the grain instead of sawn, preserving the natural fibers that reduce water absorption. Now, edges were beveled or rounded, and posts were tapered at the tops, so rainwater would run off instead of pooling. Every small adjustment reduced the duration of moisture contact, which is, honestly, the key factor in rot. You can actually replicate this today by rounding post tops, chamfering edges, or slightly tapering beams for outdoor projects. Even subtle changes that control how water moves across the wood, well, they drastically increase longevity. Freshly cut wood is, prone to cracking, warping and rot. Vikings stored timber in covered, ventilated areas for months or even years, allowing moisture to escape evenly. Slow seasoning stabilized the wood's internal structure and reduced vulnerabilities to fungal attack. Dry, stable timber is inherently more durable and requires fewer interventions. Modern builders can emulate this by allowing wood to air dry before installation. Even for small outdoor structures, taking the time to season timber dramatically increases its lifespan compared to using freshly cut, untreated wood. One of the most ingenious Viking techniques involved controlled surface heating. Timber was lightly charred over embers or exposed to low heat to drive out remaining moisture, reduce sugars that fungi feed on, and harden the outer surface. This semi-carbonized layer functions as a natural armor against rot and water penetration. For modern applications, carefully heating wood can yield similar results. Expose beams or posts to low heat gradually, rotating for even coverage until the surface hardens without burning. This alone significantly improves water resistance, especially when combined with other natural treatments. After heat treatment, Vikings applied substances like pine tar fish oil or rendered animal fat while the timber was still warm. The heat opened the wood pores, allowing the oils and resins to penetrate deeply. Pine tar repels water, fish oil saturates the fibers, and fats create a flexible seal that accommodates expansion and contraction. This combination created a layered moisture barrier that protected timber far longer than any surface coating alone. Today, applying natural oils or tar to warmed wood can be done with simple brushes. It's a sustainable, low-tech method that provides protection for posts, beams, outdoor furniture, and garden structures without chemical treatments. Material preparation was only part of the solution. Vikings designed their buildings to avoid prolonged water contact. Posts were elevated on stones or gravel, floors were raised for ventilation, and roofs extended beyond walls to direct rain away from timbers. By combining intelligent design with material preparation, they ensured that wood rarely remained wet long enough for decay to take hold. Modern builders can apply these principles easily. Elevating posts, allowing airflow beneath floors, and using roof overhangs dramatically reduces water exposure, even without chemical treatment. The lesson is simple. Design works hand in hand with material selection and preparation. The legacy of Viking wood proves the method works. From longships to stave churches, surviving Viking timber demonstrates that their techniques worked. Selection, shaping, slow drying, heat treatment, oil infusion and moisture-conscious design together created timber that endures centuries in harsh environments. Modern chemical sealants often cannot match this combination of durability and sustainability. By following these principles, builders today can produce timber that lasts decades or even centuries, using low-tech, natural methods proven over time. The Vikings' approach reminds us that long-lasting wood relies on observation, careful preparation, and intelligent design, not shortcuts. If you found this exploration into Viking engineering valuable, subscribe to Relic Logic and share this video with fellow history enthusiasts. Ancient knowledge still has lessons to teach, and applying them today can protect your wood just as effectively as it did 1,000 years ago.